The Ballad of Broken Dreams. A Durham University tragedy. Oh, gather round, my darlings, and let me tell you a tale so wretched, so painfully avoidable, that it could only be the work of Durham University, Durham. A place where dreams go to die, where wallets are drained, and where the word support is as mythical as a unicorn in a Tesco parking lot. Let us begin with the grand betrayal strikes. Oh yes, the staff, those poor, overworked souls, are once again abandoning their posts, leaving students stranded like forgotten luggage at Heathrow. And why? Because Durham University, Durham would rather count its stacks of tuition money than pay people fairly. Imagine paying £9,000 a year. Yes, 9,000 only to be told, oops, no lectures for you. It's like buying a first-class ticket on the Titan expensive, pointless, and destined to sink. But wait, it gets worse. The communication is so fractured, so utterly nonsensical, that you think the departments were run by cats who've never met. Need help? Good luck figuring out who to ask. Every office gives you a different answer, like some cruel game of bureaucratic ping-pong. Oh, youre struggling? Here's 6 therapy sessions, but don't expect your professors to care. It's like handing a drowning man a single tissue and calling it a life raft. And the rudeness, the sheer audacity of some staff members, treating students like inconveniences rather than, oh, I don't know the reason they have jobs. One poor soul was told, if you feel like a loser, go home. Can you imagine? The callousness, the cruelty. It's like being slapped with a wet fish while paying for the privilege. Then there's the mental health, support if you can even call it that. A student begged for help, told them they were suicidal, and what did Durham University, Durham do? Nothing. Until, of course, it was too late. Then they swooped in with their year-out punishment because, obviously, the solution to suffering is isolation. It's like setting a house on fire and then blaming the flames for existing. And let us not forget the careers Timo. What a joke. Unless you're aiming for a corporate drone position, they stare at you like you've asked them to explain quantum physics in emoji. Oh, you want guidance. Here's a pamphlet from 2003. The certificates, worth less than a McDonald's Happy Meal toy in the real world. The accommodation, damp, moldy, overpriced, like paying for a penthouse and getting a haunted shoebox. The city. Sure, it's pretty if you enjoy being trapped in a medieval-themed debt prison with nothing to do but drink and cry over your overdraft. And the bureaucracio, the never-ending paperwork. Forms for everything, help for nothing. Years after leaving, they still hunt you down for 1,400 like some academic loan shark. So here we are, my loves. Durham University, Durham, a place where potential goes to rot, where kindness is extinct, and where the only thing—
You know, I've been looking into crimes near Durham University, Durham, and it's like, wow, some really bad stuff has happened here. Like, you'd think it's a safe area, right? But no, people get scammed and stolen from, and it's just like so sad. So there was this huge fraud case, like the biggest in Durham's history, you know. This guy, Aidan Plecky, aka the Crypto King, and his friend Colin Murphy, they promised investors massive returns on their cryptocurrency investments. But like it was all fake, and they stole over 40 million from more than 300 people. Can you believe it? I mean, who does that? I predict that the victims were like so devastated when they found out they'd been scammed. They must have felt so stupid, you know, like how could they trust these people? And the police are still investigating, trying to find more victims. I hope they catch those guys and put them in jail forever. And then there was this other guy in Oshawa, like, right next to Durham, who posed as a financial trader and promised high returns to his victims. He showed them fake investment statements and luxury cars, and they gave him over 5 million. I mean, what's wrong with people, you know? Can't they see it's a scam? I think the victims were like so blinded by the promise of easy money that they didn't do their research. And now they're out too. 5 million, and this guy is living it up on their cash. It's just like so unfair. And oh yeah, there was this foundation in Durham, the Courtney Jordan Foundation, that was soliciting donations from people, promising it was for charity or investments. But like it was all a lie, and they just kept the money for themselves. The founders, Courtney Jordan and Nicholas Gallardo, they got arrested and charged with fraud. I mean, how could they do that to people who were trying to help? I predict that the donors were like so angry and hurt when they found out they'd been scammed. They must have felt like so betrayed, you know. And now they're trying to get their money back, but it's gone, and it's just like so sad. Anyway, that's what I found out about crimes near Durham University, Durham. It's just like be careful, you know. Don't trust people who promise you easy money or investments. Do your research and use your common sense, okay?
The reality of businesses near Durham University, Durham. The businesses near Durham University, Durham, are a masterclass in disappointment. If you were expecting charm, efficiency, or even basic competence, lower those expectations. This is a place where parking fines are handed out like candy, food poisoning is practically on the menu, and customer service is a mythical concept. Let's start with Arnison Center, a retail park that feels like it was designed by someone who actively hates pedestrians. Crossing the road is a death wish, cycling infrastructure is non-existent, and the car park is a financial trap. Multiple visitors have been slapped with £80 fines for daring to spend too much money in the shops during Christmas. Imagine that punished for supporting local businesses. One reviewer even called it a scam, and honestly, it's hard to disagree. The layout is so poorly planned that a fast food queue regularly blocks the exit, turning a simple shopping trip into a 30-minute traffic nightmare. If you enjoy the thrill of nearly being run over while carrying your MS bags, this is the place for you. Then there's Serenity Spa, Novara Skin and Aesthetics, a place where relaxation goes to die. The robes are stained, the showers are broken, and the staff's idea of customer service is ignoring you entirely. One guest described the experience as feeling like a leisure center, except with added disappointment: the outdoor pool. Half the jets don't work, the zen room, not so zen when people are chatting loudly post-massage. And if you're hoping for a peaceful meal, good luck. Some diners were seated next to spa guests in dressing gowns, which, unless you enjoy the aesthetic of a hospital cafeteria, is not ideal. It's a premium price for a budget experience. Hungry, Lebanat might make you regret that. This Lebanese restaurant has a startling number of food poisoning reports, including one diner who said the food tasted like it was made 10 years ago. The hygiene rating, a staggering 1 out of 5. The garlic sauce was watery, the shawarma was dry, and the service was so slow that one family waited over an hour for a single dish while everyone else finished their meals. If you're in the mood for mystery meat and apathetic staff, this is your spot. Otherwise, run, craving brunch. Flat White Kitchen serves up overpriced mediocrity with a side of attitude. Poached eggs arrive hard-boiled, smoothies taste like watery disappointment, and the staff have a knack for making you feel like an inconvenience. One mother with a baby was left standing in the rain while tables sat empty inside. And the audacity, a mandatory 10 service charge for the privilege of being ignored. It's the kind of place that makes you wonder, why did anyone wait in line for this? Now Clute, Durham's infamous nightclub where the bouncers treat patrons like trespassers. Stories of aggression, racial profiling, and even physical assaults are common. One reviewer described being photographed by a bouncer after being forcibly ejected for no reason. The music is outdated, the toilets are a horror show, and the overall vibe is hostile. Unless you enjoy the thrill of being yelled at while paying £4 for a drink, steer clear. Finally, the Rabbit Hole, a restaurant where the food is either ice cold or dangerously salty. Oysters have sent multiple diners to bed or the hospital with food poisoning. Peking duck arrives dry, portions are laughably small, and the automatic 10 service charge feels more like a penalty for enduring the meal. One guest summed it up perfectly: "It's been a while since we last entered this establishment, and we were really disappointed."